Is there a local YouTuber or artist, any genre that you would date? If so, honestly, truly, and really, guys, hey beautiful people, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it is your first time joining, welcome, 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 welcome. I really do hope that you stay, you subscribe, and you become a part of the ZeeX family. Happy New Year, guys. I am so happy that you guys are here in this new year with me. And if you are new, I'm happy that you're here to join us. Please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, become a part of the ZeeX family this year. That should have been your resolution, that you're going to become a part of this awesome, amazing, intelligent, great, amazing family that is called the ZeeX family. So please go ahead, subscribe, like. We are on our way to 30,000 subscribers. I literally shut. We're on our way to 30,000 subscribers and we can't do it without you. So Zabla. As I'm sure you guys can see by the title of today's video, today Senza EQ and A. Oh my goodness, Today we're going to be doing a Q&A. I asked you guys on my Instagram last year, specifically on the 15th of December, I think it was. I literally didn't realize it was that long ago. It was literally a month ago that I asked you guys to ask me questions for the end of 2019. So to ring in the new year, because it is 2020. It's 2020 now. I thought it to ring in the new year, I should start off by giving you guys a Q&A, because a lot of it has to do with what are my plans, this, that, and the third. I just asked you guys to ask me some juicy questions. Some of these questions really aren't juicy. I don't know what you guys think juicy is, but nevertheless, I answered as much as I could while I was installing this beautiful little bob wig that I got from Ali Pearl. It is 10 inches and I absolutely love it. I'll tell you guys as the video goes on a little bit more about the hair, but let's get straight into the video. Hope you guys do enjoy it. Alrighty guys, as you already know, I'm going to be installing this wig from Ali Pearl. It is a 10-inch wig. I'll probably leave all the specs on the screen right now. That's how it looks like. I just washed it. It's supposed to be straight, but as y'all can see, it ain't really straight right now. But don't worry about that. You ain't gotta worry about that, because we're gonna straighten it now on my head. It won't take that long because, as you can see, it's freaking short AF. This is honestly a shorter 10-inch than I'd expected, but we'll get into that a little later. I just want to say, guys, before we get into this Q&A, you guys really like asking about boyfriends. I don't really understand where it comes from. I don't understand what it is, but like everybody, let me not say everybody, but so many of you guys ask me about boyfriends. It's like, why nina boyfriends on the brain? Can you again amadoda? Why every day? Like, give me a chance. You pay from like you guys understand that? I'm literally breathing through the wound. The first question is, since your mom's a doctor, how does she feel about the path that you're taking? So if you guys have not watched my do you guys see how corners now? Do you guys see it? I have lies. Basically, she obviously, guys, is very nervous about it. She's from the old school, not the new school. You know, the one where you had to fight, you know, about all my life I had to fight. She's one of those baby girls, so she's obviously like, would have wanted me to do a more mainstream job type of thing. But at the same time, I just explained to her that, like, baby girl, I'm just gonna put some of my powder on here. I was explaining to her that, babes, like, that's really just very off-brand for me. Like, it's just not what I'm trying to do. If I do end up doing it at some point, it will be like I want to do it at this point in my life. And as young as I am, I'm just like, I'm not in the position where I have to be in any rush to get a J-O-B, you know what I'm saying, a J-A-B as they say. I kind of just explained to her how I'm gonna go about it, and I feel like parents are very chilled if you have a plan. So that's what my plan was, is to have a plan, and then that was that, you know. The next question is, do you feel like you have to be friends with other South African YouTubers because you are in the same series? Oh my goodness. Do you feel like you have to be friends with other South African YouTubers because you are in their space? Honestly, truly, really, and wholeheartedly, I do not. What are you willing to risk it all for in 2020? Truly and honestly, I'm not trying to risk it all for anything. I was gonna say the bag, but then I was like, I would never risk it all for the bag. Like that's, I mean, that's a lot. I mean, maybe I would risk it all for my happiness, you know, my peace of mind, and just stability. I wouldn't say for the bag though, because I wouldn't do whatever it takes, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like there's a lot of things that it could take potentially that I'm not willing to do. Who is the most unlikable YouTuber you've ever met? I've been saying to you guys that this is not gonna be a channel for mess. Like, I'm not here for the mess. I'm so sorry. Like, I'm not gonna say. Like, I'm literally just not gonna say. But what I will say, a lot of the YouTubers that I have met are very likable. It's even hard for me to pick somebody who I would necessarily say is not likable. And I also feel like sometimes it's like a first impressions thing. I'll meet someone and be like, oh, this is not such a grand person. But then maybe like along the way, or like, yeah, further down the line, I'll get to know them and be like, oh no, they're actually, you know, great grand people. And I notice like sometimes you'll find a lot of YouTubers, I wouldn't say all of them, but some of them will be a little bit socially awkward. Even the nature of our job, guys, we literally sit and talk to our subscribers through a screen. So sometimes people do get a little bit nervous when they meet people, so that make it come off as like them being rude. So I do try to give people multiple chances before I'm like, okay, you kind of suck, babe. Let's install this wig. I'm just going to do the whole gluing process. I've done this so many times on my channel. If you guys want to watch it, click on another video. However, I'm going to install it off camera, come back so we can straighten and chat some more. Okay guys, the wig is on. Not my best install, but we flip and move. I will adjust it in the end if I need to. I also want to change it to a middle part, but this is how the hair looks on. As I told you guys, it's 10 inches and it's a little lace front or whatever. But yeah, we're gonna straighten it. It's supposed to be a straight wig, so that's what we're gonna do. How do you feel about life after school? I feel fine, honestly. I'm excited. There's a lot of energy in me. I'm excited to get going. I'm excited to get started with the year. Do you think you'll hold your masterclass for wigs as they have makeup? It would rock. Listen guys, I don't feel like I am like, I don't feel like I'm at the stage where I could do that. I'm still learning. Like, I don't know, it probably doesn't seem that way to you guys because you're probably just like, sis, like, what the hell, you're like an expert type of thing. But I feel like I'm still learning. I'm not at the position where I'll be able to teach you guys as yet. In a sense that I could teach you guys, but not, I don't feel like I would feel grand to take your guys' money, you know what I'm saying, for a wig masterclass yet. I just don't feel like I'm there yet, but maybe one day. Most embarrassing club moments. I've had so many. Guys, I was in first year. I think if Zippy didn't tell you guys in the video she did with me, I met Zippy at the club in first, not at the club, she stayed in the same race as me, but the first day that we really like kindled our friendship, we went to the club together, guys, and I was so naked. Like, I was so naked and Zippy saved me, and that is why we're friends. I have had, so in first year, my whole first year was an embarrassing club moment, to be honest with you. The whole thing was an embarrassing club moment. Are big influencers like yourself mean / discriminative, hey, English, towards small influencers at events? Honestly, I don't feel like they are. I also don't feel like, I feel like I fall under the category of the smaller influencers when I go to events with people, because a lot of the times they have so many more subscribers than me, or whatever the case may be. So I feel like that's me, and I don't feel like people are mean to me, for the most part anyways. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, for the most part, people are quite nice. And a lot of the times, like, even if you're big or small, whatever the case may be, a lot of the times you still know the people that are there. They'll still know about you, even if you're not a huge influencer. Do you get what I'm saying? So I don't think you should feel tense about going to events. A lot of the times people will know you, and I'm sure you probably know people because people interact. Like, I interact with bigger influencers. Doesn't mean just because you're a small influencer that you don't necessarily interact with bigger influencers, or they wouldn't interact with you. You get what I'm saying? How did you juggle nice times and honors I want to attempt next year? Honestly, truly, it's just about knowing yourself, because I knew that 6 billion some in nice time and 6 billion some in education. I'm joking, ew, it's not my spelling. I just knew that from the year before, when I told you guys, if you guys haven't watched my life update from 2018, go and watch that one, because I let you guys know that in undergrad I was here. and I still did relatively well. So I think I just figured out a way to be able to hand in my work on time but still enjoy my life, because I can't live a life without enjoyment. It really, like, it's not in my DNA. Okay, so somebody asked here, how do you earn off YouTube since you can maintain your rockstar life like a real one? So how do I maintain my rockstar life via YouTube checks? How you get paid off YouTube? I get paid from as I've told you guys, I get paid from AdSense. So basically that is the ads that you guys will not skip through on my videos. I get paid through those, and then also when I do collabs, these hair collabs that you see me doing, like the one that we are doing right now, and some of the other ones that I do, I get paid through that, and then also through deals that maybe I'll get on my Instagram, at campaigns and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how I maintain this little life that I'm living right now. It's a lot of hard work, even though people think that it isn't. Like, every single time I go into depth with to people about the work that I do and how long it takes, this, that, and the third, I feel like people gain a better perspective of this is a job. I say all of that to say that yeah, that's how I make money, and that's how we rock, baby. What has been the highlight of your 2019 in your career? I definitely think working with hunters was a highlight for me. It was so unexpected yet so perfect. Literally the best way to end off my year, and it came at the perfect time. I feel like it was right when I was ending my thesis, and just gave me a lot of hope for what I'm going to be able to do with this. But it also reminded me that, like, sis, hard work pays off. So like it's kind of gonna keep me, them seeing something in me without me having to go out and reach out to them and all of that good stuff, really it made me feel great. Like, honestly, it made me feel amazing. And yes, I've worked with some really dope brands before, but I just felt even more so for them, it was just like, I've been wanting this, I've been wanting this type of collaboration, and for it to be with a brand that I actually genuinely enjoy, and for it to be just so easy, so smooth, like it was obviously meant to be. A lot of you guys are also asking about my plans for the coming year. I feel like I've answered those questions, guys, 2,000,005 times. I have a whole life update. Please, can you go watch that? I posted it last year. If you have not already watched it, please go watch it, because all the details that you are looking for, all the tea that you are wanting is in there. I'm gonna go off camera and straighten the other side of my hair, so be back in a second. What kept you motivated throughout your studies this year? I would say just it being my last year and just knowing that I wanted to be done with that afterwards. Like, I was over education, so that's what kept me motivated. Just like, do your best. It's the final push, it's the final. I said that the year before, but like for real I was like, I know for a fact I'm not doing my master's, so I mean it really be the final push. 3 things you'd advise someone who wants to go clubbing in Cape Town. Do not suyenza. The club scene in Cape Town, guys, is quite dead. In my opinion, the only places that we really have to go to is like Saint, Coco, Gold Bar, which is literally one and the same thing, and then where else? Cubana. Guys, Cubana is a lounge, but people treat it as a club because we don't have options. So yeah, the club culture, honestly, don't. Like, yeah, okay. I'm literally laughing at this, guys. Somebody asked me here, would you do imbundu stuff if your husband at the time asked you to save his life? In what situation is my husband in that he needs imbundu stuff to save him? No, don't do imbundu stuff. And if you guys don't know where that's from, you guys are not real ones, okay? This next question is quite interesting. They said, do you often compare yourself with your friends like Sni and Buhle, who are also influencers? So I feel like this is a good question, because I feel like it's a question that I have gotten every now and again, but I feel like low-key people want to ask it. It's the type of thing where I surround myself with people who are like-minded, people who are hard workers, people who are talented and do what they love, and for that reason excel and do well in what they love. And I know that for a fact. I like to keep winners around me. I like to keep winners in my circle, because that is the only way that I'm going to grow, if I have people who are also trying to grow themselves around me and people who are doing well for themselves. So for me, I don't really compare myself to them in as much as I use whatever it is that my friends or the people around me are doing to motivate myself, as opposed to being like,
oh my word, she's doing this, like what am I doing? I hate my life, oh my word, I suck. She's so awesome, I can't believe she got this, I didn't get it, why didn't I?
You know, that type of thing. It's one of those things where it's like, oh my word, look what she's doing, shout out to you girl. You know, and then using that to fuel my own thing, because in as much as these people that you've been named Snacks and Buhle, we're all doing our own thing, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has got their own lane, so there's no need to try and compare each other or like pit us against each other, even from my own side, because it just doesn't make sense. Like, we can all flourish so nicely. Even there's room for us all to flourish. So yeah, I would say for me, that's like my take on it. I feel like them doing well and like having winners in my circle is like a good thing. Is there a local YouTuber or artist, any genre, that you would date? If so, honestly, truly, and really, guys, for a long time, he's quite gone. If you're Italian and you're watching this video, I'm not gonna steal you, man. However, I don't know who else. Just really, like, sexy chubby is honestly been my cup of tea. Don't know about his fashion sense as of late, but as collabo, but cute. Cape Town or Joburg men, Cape Town or Joburg friends. I find this one is a little bit funny because men, I would say the beautiful men are in this Johannesburg. They are quite gorgeous in this Joburg. I feel like there's just a bigger pool to choose from in Joburg. I feel like I don't know where the hot men hide in Cape Town because anti-baboni. Cape Town or Joburg friends. I mean, honestly, if I'm keeping it a buck with you guys, I don't really think I have a lot of Cape Town friends. I have like literally like 2 or 3. I really have to count them on my one hand. So I wouldn't really say Cape Town friends or Joburg friends. Even my friends that are in Cape Town are all from Joburg or like out of town. So I don't know how to answer that part, but definitely Joburg me. Oh my goodness. What's one thing people would never know about you just by looking at you? Honestly, a lot of people don't know, guys, that number one, when I was, how old was I? I was like in primary school, I chipped half my tooth. A lot of people don't realize until I tell them. So like my one tooth is completely fake and the other one is chipped a little bit, but the other one is like completely fake. That's not even my tooth. A lot of people don't know. This is like a fact about me that no one knows. Well, not no one knows, but I don't really talk about it. Also because I always forget. But like, guys, I used to be an ice skater. I used to do skating lessons. I was a junior blader. I got up to like level 7, I think. Which is quite good. Okay, that's like flipping bomb. And then I stopped just because my uncle that used to take us to the lessons, he used to live with us and then he stopped living with us. Long story short, I stopped doing it, but I was really good, guys. I used to be doing backwards. I was here going backwards and the ice skating rink doing circles. Like, I was flipping talented at that thing, but I stopped. Yeah. Okay guys, now that we're done starting the little bob, I'm going to answer 5 more questions. Have you ever made a decision that could change your entire life? I think my decision to move here changed my entire life. I don't think I'd be doing what I'm doing right now if I didn't move to the city when I did last year, and it was a big leap of faith because again, I didn't have any plan. I didn't, you know, have a place to stay. I didn't have any of those stuff intact. I had a firm offer at my university, my old university, UCT, to do a postgraduate diploma in something that was very like, was marketing related, something very like straightforward, whatever. And I just decided, you know what, I want to go and pursue my dreams and go to Joburg. I know that what is better for me is that side, and I know that I'm going to be able to do what I love. I say that all to say that moving to Joburg changed my life, and that was the one decision that I made, to just be like, you know what, cut the cameras, dead ass, I'm going. Are you entirely financially independent? Is it through influencing alone? I don't know what you're implying here, Rob. Yes, I am this year officially completely financially independent, and it is all through influencing. I'm trying to stop calling myself an influencer and rather call myself a digital content creator, because I just feel like saying I'm an influencer isn't really encapsulating what I do every single day. And that is to create online content, like me creating, taking pictures, me doing lives, me creating stories, me being on YouTube. You know, all of that stuff is creating content online, and all of that is monetizable through collaborations. So yeah, I feel like just saying influencer doesn't fully encapsulate what the job is about. So yeah, I pay all these bills, you know, with that thing, you know what I'm saying? It's a tough life, but someone's got to live it, you know what I'm saying? What is the craziest thing you have done to get a guy? I mean, it's not really crazy things that I've done. I've just gone to events and like convince people to go somewhere because I know someone's gonna be there. Not really crazy, but that's what I always do. Like if I know someone's gonna be somewhere, I will literally make sure that I'm there, even if I'm there by myself, just so that I can get there. You know what I'm saying? That's mostly what I do. I don't do anything crazy just because it's never do crazy things for men, guys. They're gonna disappoint you anyway, so don't make yourself a fool trying to get a man. It's not gonna be worth it. I promise you. I literally promise you. Someone says here, would you ever date a girl? I feel like I get this a lot. People ask me, am I bi, am I lesbian, am I this, am I that? And I feel like you guys get that from the fact that I don't want to talk about niggas on my channel. I find that very interesting because you guys think that I am either lesbian or bisexual, or the fact that you even think about my sexuality is you're doing a lot. But you guys think that I'm bi or whatever. Even when I've said I'm not, you keep asking me that question because I don't want to talk about niggas. Even if I was dating a girl, I wouldn't talk about her. Even if I was dating honeys, you still wouldn't know about them. So now what? Now what? Now what? Would you rather not drink alcohol for a year or not use any makeup product for a year? The position that you guys put alcohol in my life is honestly disturbing, and I feel like I need to rebrand this year, because how are you guys gonna put Utrala on the same level as makeup? How are you gonna do that thing? Drinking is nice and something that I enjoy doing, but it's not that deep. Like I could literally leave alcohol for a year if I couldn't wear makeup. That's the easiest, yeah, as simple, yeah. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope I answered most of your questions. If I didn't answer your question, I'm so sorry. Leave it down below for the next one, so maybe I can come back here and check you out for the next one. Please go ahead and follow me on my social media accounts, because that is where you are gonna hear about the next Q&A session. So definitely go ahead and follow me. I'm ZeeXOnline everywhere. Thank you so much to Ali Paul for sponsoring this video. As you guys can see, the hair is absolutely stunning, silky straight. It is honestly doing all the things that need to be done, and we thank him for it as usual. I will see you all in my next video. I love you all so much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video that's gonna come at the end card. All right, go.